your gas range or whatever. Tapos meron naka-pipe yung gas in the home. You think, is it something in the planning work of the Department of Energy? Instead of this being delivered by cylinders, partner like water, like electricity.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman. I agree with the proposal of the good gentleman here. That is what we want. We want pipe gas supply. Now, we have to have the infrastructure for that. We have to have the budget for that. Not necessarily the Department of Energy. It could be budget for infrastructure, for public works, or anything like that. But that is what is needed, and that is what is not appropriated. We must have, I think, more infrastructure projects for the energy sector. And that is what we have been advocating all along. But, sad to say, Mr. Chairman, the Department of Energy has the lowest budget among all the departments in the entire republic.
May I just interject? I think we're not envisioning here investments by the government. It would be like Meralco, private investment. It would be like telephones, private investment. It would be like water, Manila or Manila. It's not going to be DOE or but the private LPG distributors here, not the government. We're not thinking of a government budget. But anyway, you want to expand the discussion there. That is just food for thought for the future, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your patience. Thank the Secretary for his patience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman Golez. Before we turn over the floor to Congresswoman Saysay, Mr. Bernard Ong of Mr. was raising his hand.
Yes, just to support the food for thought last thrown by the Honorable Congressman, in Fort Bonifacio, you already actually can get pipe gas in all the residents as well as all the restaurants there. It's provided by one of their subsidiaries called Bonifacio Gas Corporation. So Filipinos already have the technology to do that. Now, understandably, it requires investments in a very organized fashion. Fort Bonifacio is a master plan community, so it's easy to do there. We need to see how that can be replicated elsewhere.
Mr. Chairman, I think having heard that, I think the distributor must post that. If there's something that we can post, Mr. Chairman, that distributor will cover that, and then have a separate dialogue with the private sector so that we can plan out how we can replicate this, not only in Fort Bonifacio, meaning the port. When you say Fort Bonifacio, not military purposes, but the port. And replicate this in other places so that we can modernize and be like most modern cities. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do propose that, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Congressman Golez. The chair shares the same sentiment. I also hope that technology be affordable to everybody. That is the main concern of the committee, that technology will be given to everybody in a reliable manner at a reasonably priced level. So thank you. We'll turn the floor over to Congresswoman Saysay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning to all the guests. Based on last hearing, I asked the different agencies and the different players in the LPG market how much cylinders they have in the market. And so far, the only ones who submitted were Shell, Petron, and Petronas. Based on the statement made by Secretary Reyes, he said that there were 10 million cylinders out in the market, and about 25% of that, or 2.5 million, is defective. But when I computed the amount that was submitted by all players, it did not even reach 5 million cylinders. So may I just ask the Secretary, do you think that the figure that we gave was too high based on the documents submitted by Shell, Petron, and Petronas? Because based on Shell's submission, they said that only 2.7 million 3.8 were in the market. And based on Petron, it's about 3.9 million in the market. But I was asking about the 11 kilogram cylinders, since that is the most widely used. They only have about 3.7, and Petron has said that they had about 457,000 in the market. I just like to ask the independent refillers, how many cylinders do you have in the market?
We have something like 1 million. That includes the own cylinder of the refillers and the cylinder owned by the dealers. 1 million.
You're not using the brand. These are unbranded cylinders. Unbranded.
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I asked is because based on the LPG bill and the present setup of the DOE, it said that only those who own the cylinders, they're the ones you can only refill it in the owners. Meaning, if the Gasol owns it, you can only refill it sa Gasol. If it's Shell, it's a Shell. My question is, did you ever make a study on? Did you ever make a study with regards to the cross-section of society? What is the income bracket of those using LPGs as compared to those who do not use LPG, and what kind of, what do they use in their cooking? That's why I ask this, because I know that a cylinder costs, it's very expensive to buy one cylinder. I bought one recently, it cost 1,700 pesos, including the content. So if you deduct the content, it's about 1,100 plus for one cylinder. I don't think any poor person can afford to buy a cylinder.